guys, it's Shannon
and Paul,
and today we're back with our second What We've Decluttered video.
Yes.
So some of you may be wondering why we aren't actually showing the decluttering process. Why are we just showing you what we're getting rid of? There's a good reason for that.
What's the reason, Shannon?
Paul and I haven't talked about what we were going to say at all,
Yeah.
so he's probably wondering where I'm going with this.
I am, yes.
The reason why we are not showing the actual decluttering process, well, there's actually kind of multiple reasons. Probably for me, the biggest reason is that I suffer from, if a job can't be done right, don't start it, like don't do it at all. So if I was going to do decluttering videos, I would be like, I've got to go set up the camera, clean the whole area, declutter everything, and move on with life. And we don't have the time right now to do that.
Yeah.
But we also don't want all the extra stuff around the house. So what I've really been trying to do, I bought this handy dandy basket, which you guys saw in the first one. What I've been trying to do is not do the all or nothing thing, but actually just say, you know what? I can get rid of this one thing. I'm not gonna have the whole room decluttered, but this one thing can go, and that'll make progress.
Yes.
So that's why we're not setting up the camera and doing like a full declutter video, because I'd probably procrastinate doing that, and then we just have the stuff even longer.
Yep.
So anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that goes for you too.
It does, because there are certain areas of the house that I know need to be addressed, but in the back of my mind, it's like, well, that would make good video content.
Right.
So they're waiting until we can make a video of them.
A perfect example of this is this plant sitting right here. I will let Paul show you the plant and talk about the plant, but...
Okay, so I had dreams of being a gardener. And what I have, the best way to say it is, what I have realized is, in my head, I'm one type of gardener, but in reality, I don't have the temperament to be a gardener. So,
Paul's not a tinkerer.
I'm not. I'm much more of a set it and forget it kind of person. And you can't do that with living things. We found that out with one of our kids.
That is not true. Don't say stuff like that.
I'm teasing. You can't do that with living things, which, plants are living things. So what I have found is, with gardening, plants that need little to no care are my speed. But we really enjoyed looking out of our windows downstairs and seeing the plants when they were young, kind of in like little containers and stuff. It was nice. It was pleasant. Well, then we decided what I normally do is I take something that is good by itself and I say, well, let's turn the volume on that up to 100, because hey, if that low volume is good, I mean, that high volume is probably really good. And so we ended up deciding, okay, well, wouldn't it be cool if we had a bunch of plants in the house? Mm-hmm. And in theory, it would be cool. So we actually ended up buying a table for that purpose.
Just for plants. Yeah,
and we've now put other stuff on there.
Not much.
Not much, but we have an extra table in the house, which Shannon's fine with.
I like the table.
I'm ambivalent. I could take or leave the table. But we had our first plant. This was our first plant. This was a parsley. Shannon picked this out.
It was so pretty.
It was cute.
And it died.
It died.
We watered it. I don't think it liked the air conditioner vent.
Yeah, I think it was underneath an air conditioner vent. We had to keep it away from Jack, because Jack was stalking the parsley for a long time. Anyway, yeah, it died.
Speaking of Jack, he's over there on the table and he is staring this plant down as Paul moves it. Uh-oh. I knew he was gonna come. He heard it. He's like, hey, that's my dead plant. Don't eat the dead plant.
What's funny is this plant has been in this condition in our house for over 3 months now.
Yes. Stop.
And it's just something that we have walked past. And we have known we have wanted to do this video for at least 6 weeks now.
Well, yeah, we wanted to do it in the first video and we forgot to bring it in. So then we've left it sitting on the plant shelf in the living room for weeks, because we wanted to add it to the declutter video. So this is what I'm talking about. This is why it's better to not wait till the perfect time to get rid of something. Yeah. It's better just to get rid of the stuff.
Yep.
So that plant, we're probably going to lose a cat now in a minute, because he's going to go eat that plant. You could scoot, cat. There you go. Go attack the plant. Don't let him eat it.
I'm not gonna let him eat it.
Okay. All right. So that's why that plant is here and has been here, and now it finally gets to
Move
leave.
on.
So
to go compost somewhere.
that was a long story just for one plant.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna have to go quick.
I'm gonna try to go faster through some of my stuff. I don't even remember everything that's in here. So I'm just gonna grab some stuff.
Yep.
First off, I have a pillow sham. I have a blanket that I love, and it's like 20 years old by a certain brand. I've been hunting it down forever. This is not the right blanket, but I bought it on eBay.
Yep.
Bought from one of those darn resellers on eBay who probably bought it at Goodwill. I bought the blanket. It came with a pillow sham. I don't need the pillow sham. In the past, I probably would have just kept this because I'd feel like, well, it matches the set. But no, it needs to go. Something else that needs to go. This is a guilt thing.
All right, a guilt thing.
A guilt thing.
Guilt slippers.
Guilt slippers. These are some UGG slippers. They're basically almost brand new. I've worn them just a couple of times. They still have the stickers on the bottom. I bought these because I love UGG slippers and I really wanted these sparkle ones, but they didn't have my size. So I bought the next size up and I'm like, oh, it'll be okay. You know, they'll fit. They don't. I've stumbled several times and almost killed myself on the stairs. So I have kept these in my room for like 2 years because I felt bad about buying them. Even though I bought them on clearance, I felt bad about buying them. And I'm like, that's stupid. They have to go. So my guilt slippers are going. These are actually going to go on eBay because UGG sells. So not a lot of this stuff is going straight to donation, and then some is going to go, in case this is your first time watching us, we are resellers for a living. So
darn resellers.
A lot of this stuff will be attempted to be resold if we can, even though it was our personal stuff.
Yes.
You know, need to get some of that money back, right?
Yep.
So this bin is probably going to be saved. It's actually a really nice. We've had this for like 10, 15 years.
That long? Wow.
Probably. Okay. Time flies.
Yeah.
You're not helping the decluttering video,
I'm gonna
my
hop
friend.
in that basket.
You are so adorable, but you need to move. People cannot see the stuff. Okay, this is a bin filled of cat toys.
Like I know that's my...
This is a broken cat toy. The thing doesn't attach anymore that he used to like to play with. We have all kinds of cat toys in here, not that you can see. And
come on, Jack.
We have just so many cat toys. I decided those ones need to go. He really wants to get in this basket.
Yeah.
So those are going. This will be a fun one. This is big and we'll get out of the way. I love doing jigsaw puzzles. I've been buying and collecting them for a while. These are some jigsaw puzzles that I have completed recently. And I've decided that I did them once and I'm good. I don't ever need to do these ones again. So again, instead of just setting them aside and keeping them, I'm like, I need to move them on. I'm going to attempt to resell them. This one you would have just seen recently in our Goodwill haul video. I actually bought it and did it like the next day. Yeah. It had all the pieces. That was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, trying not to keep things that I don't need.
Cool.
So these are moving on. Did you want to talk about some of your stuff and then I'll finish with mine?
Sure. Okay. Let me put this back in. This is heavy. So this is just representative. I actually have several boxes. I actually have many boxes. Many boxes. So as Shannon said, we are resellers. We ended up buying a storage locker essentially full of books. Mm-hmm. That got me started down a bad path. I love books. I love to read. I like the feeling of books. I like the paper. I like the sound. I like basically everything about books. They're pretty. They are. Anyway, I decided that I was going to learn about how to sell books and try to become a bookseller. And there's people on eBay that do that and do wonderfully at it. I do not necessarily have the temperament, nor do I have the organizational skills to do it. And so for me, I have been a much better book sourcer than bookseller. So these are all books that I have decided just need to be decluttered from our house. So these are actually all books that children of different ages would like. This is like an American Girl lot of paperbacks right here. I have The Land of Stories. I have one of the Aragon books. I have some Harry Potter books. So these are all going to go to a kid's resale store that buys books. They'll pay me just a little bit for the books. They sell them for just a little bit. So it's essentially a thrift store kind of a thing. A little bit more money, a little bit nicer of quality, because they don't take things that are overly stained or whatever. So anything that I can take there, I'm going to take there. Anything that I can't take there, I'm just planning on donating, because most of the books that I have are just at the point where they're causing me more stress and anxiety than any benefit I might possibly reap by selling them on eBay. So I have books listed on eBay. I will have more books listed on eBay, but it's going to be a whole lot less than the amount of books I have. So a bunch of books are getting out of here.
Nice. How many boxes?
So I took a box this size to a kids resale store over the weekend, and I got like $40 for the box full of books.
Nice.
Now these are bigger books. These are like chapter books.
And the Harry Potter books are huge.
Yeah, the Harry Potter books are huge. Most of the books that I took were like this size, like so thin, like Magic Tree House, Junie B. Jones, things like that. So I don't know how many books.
The classics.
The classics. They probably paid 50 to 75 cents per book, I would say.
Not bad.
Which was fine. I was very happy with that. I was thrilled with that, actually.
But how many boxes total do you think you're getting rid of for this video?
For this video, I have at least 4 boxes this size.
Nice.
So this box is going to a kids resale store. Shannon's going to be listing 2 boxes full of alternative romance, which you saw on a different video. I actually found another box full.
Oh no. Well, you might need to save that one for another another story time with Paul.
I might have to highlight some juicier passages.
Yeah.
If we do that. But those 2 are going to be listed as a lot on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, just to try to sell local to somebody who likes those, because I tried taking those to a book reseller and they didn't want them. There's no accounting for taste. Some people just don't know what a good book is. And then I have 1 box that's just strictly donate right now.
Okay, but so 4 boxes.
So 4
leaving.
4 boxes at least that size or a little bit larger are going. So yeah,
that's good.
That's a drop in the bucket.
A
drop in the book bucket.
Okay. Do you want to get in the bin? Come on. Here, let's put it right here. Come on, you can jump in. You want to jump in here?
I was like, well, declutter that stuff first.
Declutter first. Okay, you can get in there. Go ahead. I know you want to. Okay. This is a good example also of what I was talking about, that I would wait until things were totally perfect condition-wise before getting rid of stuff. My closet has so many clothes in it that I don't wear and I don't need, but this is very distracting. But
I'm gonna move more.
No, I need to be able to reach in there to get my stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, I have tons of clothes that it's like, well, I can't do it right, so just leave them sitting there. No, that ends now. So I grabbed 2 things that I knew. This is just being donated. This is probably being donated, but maybe listed on eBay if I can sell it. But those things are going. Stupid McDonald's Happy Meal toy. They were doing a Disney thing, and we were trying to get the playing cards, and we got this. It wasn't playing cards, and it's been sitting in my room, and I'm like, well, I paid for it. No, it has to go.
Yep.
Has to go. This is a guilt thing. Paul doesn't even know what this is, probably. It's a button. It says, my son serves.
Oh.
My mother-in-law gave me a big craft lot of stickers and paper and stuff that was all military related, and this was in there, and I put it in my desk drawer because I'm like, well, I can't get rid of it because my son does serve. And then I'm like, why am I keeping this? I don't need this.
Yep.
Another fun thing, this is a Scotch tape dispenser. It's like a little donut. You put refillable tape rolls in here. We used to have refillable tape rolls. I have used them all.
Oh, wow.
This has been sitting in my desk because I'm like, well, what if I get reusable tape rolls again? I'm going to need the dispenser. But I don't buy refillable tape. I buy the one that already is an all-in-one kind of thing. So
maybe you should keep that just in case.
That's why I have this stuff, just in case. No, it needs to go.
There you go. That's right.
Mary Kay Cosmetics bag we pulled out of my old car when we sold it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need it. It needs to go. A nail polish base coat. I don't use base coat, but I keep the bottle because I bought it. Because one day I was going to be somebody that used a base coat. I don't even like it.
Today's not that day.
Today's not the day. It's going away. Random bag from a candle putter-outer. Candle snuffer. What are they called, really?
I think it is called a candle snuffer.
It's a nice bag, and I'm like, we could use that for something.
Yeah. So that's actually, this is a recent thing. Like, this just came into the house.
It did.
A candle snuffer just came into the house, less than a week ago. So this is a quick turnaround.
We have another 2 quick turnarounds.
Oh, cool.
You ready for it?
Yeah, we have.
2 tripod bags.
Oh, wow, yeah. We
recently bought 2 new tripods. This is a nice bag. This comes from a professional tripod. We would keep stuff like this because maybe one day we need to travel with our tripod.
We're not going to need the bag.
We're not taking our tripod anywhere. That I'll actually look up on eBay. This one is just kind of whatever, but this is a name brand good. That might actually sell.
Okay.
And then I have just a couple things left. The world's tiniest, look. It's a little ghost.
Is it an eraser?
It's a little ghost wax melt.
Oh.
I got it as a gift in a purchase I had bought. I was buying stickers, and the company was going to be doing wax melts, so they included a little gift. I've had this a year.
Oh, wow.
In my desk, because I'm like, maybe one day I'm going to have a wax burner and burn this little wax.
Maybe one day.
No. I have 2 things left.
Okay.
I'll show this one first, and then I'll finish with the last one. When I say 2 things, I mean 2 types of things.
Okay.
I collect and wear, but collect. Yes, it is a collection. I collect shoes. They are by a company called Hot Chocolate Design. If anybody from that company is watching, hook me up. You know, a lot of cute shoes I need. Not want, need. Anyway, every time you buy their shoes, you get these little erasers in there because they're canvas shoes. So the concept being, if you get a little mark or scuff, you can use this little eraser and clean your shoes. But they come in these really nice little packages. It says certificate of authenticity because I've bought authentic shoes.
These do look nice. I mean, I'm kind of fascinated by them. They look like a professionally graded sports card or trading card.
They do, and they're fun to hold.
Yeah.
And I know overseas, so we're in America, overseas, a lot of those shoes don't come with these for some reason. So people are always looking for these and wanting them. And I just have all these in my room because I can't bring myself to throw them away or donate them or whatever, because I'm like, maybe I'll need one of these, or maybe I'll know somebody who needs one. Oh my goodness. It needs to go.
All right. Oh, it even has a hologram of authenticity.
That's what I said. And it says certificate of authenticity.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to get rid of a certificate? I'm from the 80s and 90s when collectibles, like collectible statues and stuff were a big thing, and you got a certificate of authenticity. Oh my goodness, you guys. And the last thing is embarrassing. It's a tiny thing, but...
Okay. What is it?
Eye drops. They're actually prescription eye drops. I had gotten basically like a little tear on my eye. Something had flown into my eye and it caused a little tear and my eye swelled up. So I was given, these are prescription eye drops. It took care of the problem. It was great. They don't expire until January of 2025. So I was like, well, I need to keep these because if something else happens to my eye, I already have the medicine.
Already have it.
But then I'm also like, this is a steroid medicine. Like, you shouldn't just take it, you know, willy-nilly. And I'm thinking, I know myself. If something happens to my eye, where am I going? The optometrist. And they might prescribe the same stuff. But I'm like, why am I keeping this? I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go see the doctor if something's wrong with... Your eyes are kind of important. I'm not going to be like, let me just pop these in there. He might, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. If it was like an ointment cream, like, you know, like, hey, you cut yourself, you can put this on, that I totally would understand. I'd be like, no big deal. But it's your eyeball.
It's your eyeball. And, you know, there's all kinds of warning with these, like, only use as directed. Do not over... Yeah. Anyway, it's been on my nightstand for probably 8 months. 7 months?
I don't know.
No, not that long.
It's just been part of the background for me.
It's not that long because my eye got hurt when we were selling stuff at the flea market. See what happens when you buy too much junk and you have to go resell some of it at the flea market.
It'll put your eye out.
It almost did.
Yeah.
Anyway, it has to go. You guys probably have medicine too that maybe it's time to get rid of. Anyway, that's it.
All right.
The basket is empty.
The basket is empty. There you go. No cat, no stuff.
This is a giant basket.
That is a big basket.
It's awesome for decluttering.
Cool.
I bought it on Amazon because I was starting my declutter journey and I needed the proper basket. He likes it every time I say it. I needed the proper basket to start my decluttering journey.
I just love the word journey and I love the word need. Two words in that sentence.
Look, I am a purist. If you were going to start a project, you need the right tools for said project.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, well, that's good. That's good. We ended up getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Whew, yeah, so now we need to pack a bag for the thrift store, put a few things down into our office to list on eBay, and get all these books out of here.
Yep, sounds good.
So leave a comment. Let us know if you guys are trying to declutter anything from your home, and if you're having any success, we would love to hear it.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave those. Make sure to subscribe. We're going to have more decluttering videos because we have a lot that needs to be decluttered.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
See you.